Good news. Nosisa, we are now live streaming, so we can start our conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this live show. So today we have Nosisa. Now, Nosisa is all the way from Swaziland, and what's special about Nosisa is she's one of the top 10 finalists in the Ultimate Storyteller Contest. So we figured let's, take some time, get to connect with her and, find out how she's doing, how the preparation is going, how she's feeling about the contest and her journey thus far. Nosisa, welcome to the live feed. I'm laughing because Nosisa just gave me some fantastic news 2 seconds ago. I don't want to share it. It's so special. You want to tell everyone what you just shared with me a second ago?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Sorry, it's very cold around here. Yesterday, a baby girl was born because we loved Tandofiga's name. We named her Tandofiga. It didn't matter whether it was a boy or girl because it's an adorable name. And I hope that girl takes after you.
I'm blushing. Just so that we're clear, I'm not one of the judges, right?
No, but that's what we did. We named the child. If anything, that's what we won out of this competition.
Oh my God, I am super, super excited. So we're just waiting for some of our audience to join us. Just to repeat, those that are joining us from home, I am today with Nosisa, and we are here today because she is one of the top 10 finalists in the Ultimate Storyteller Contest. And as a result, we'd like to just connect with her and get to know her better. All right, so Nosisa, besides you enjoying my name, I'm still blushing. So besides you enjoying my name, Nosisa, can you tell us a little bit about the country from Swaziland?
Oh my gosh, so I have had the privilege of traveling to over 29 countries globally.
29.
And over 29. So, and then I am so proud to say the most beautiful country that I always would like to come to is the Kingdom of Eswatini. It's got everything. I mean, it's always easy to say, I want to travel to such and such a country, want to come out of our Swaziland, they're slow, they're this, but then at the end of the day, it's like, wow, I want to come home to Eswatini. It's really beautiful. The landscape, the people, the culture, the food, it's amazing.
Please remind me again, how many countries have you been to?
Over 29. I'm hoping to do more.
So I thought my record was good because I'm at 19. And then I meet someone who's been to 21 countries. Now I feel like I haven't traveled enough. 29. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You take the cup. So I've been to 19 countries. I'm coming along nicely. I'm 10 behind you. I'll get there eventually. And I have traveled to Swaziland. So I did a project there in Swaziland and had the opportunity to really see the countryside. I traveled all the way from Kume, which is on your westernmost border, with Mozambique, all the way to Nkangano, where my family comes from.
Wow.
And I can tell you that the country is very beautiful. So I agree with you completely.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk a bit about the contest, Nosisa.
Okay.
Why did you enter it? Why did you enter the contest?
Well, initially I didn't want to. Okay, so I went to visit a friend of mine, and when I was there's this young man who kept on laughing at whatever it was I was saying, and he's like, "No, there's this storytelling competition that's done for African countries. Do join." And I'm like, nah, not interested. I didn't think I had a story to tell anyway. I just like making people laugh, that's all. I can't see your face. Where are you? In any case,
I've maximized you.
So on the last,
I told you we play with technology.
There you are. So on the last day of the competition, I was like, So on the last day of the competition, I'm like, this kid is pestering me because he kept calling. And I'm like, what am I going to tell the people? So obviously I did it on my bed. I didn't care. No, my teeth weren't brushed. I was like, whatever. Let me just tell them the truth about the truth story about my tooth, and that's it. And then when I went through, I was like, what? Are the judges hiding something? I didn't think I had a story to tell.
Well, you definitely
So that's
made
why
it
I
through.
joined.
You definitely made it through, and you wowed us with your story, and we absolutely loved it. I was not a judge, but the judges looked at it and thought, this, yes, we're putting this through. So well done for making it past the first round. You must remember to go back and find that person who was pestering you and buy them their favorite food.
I will. I'll certainly do that. He's a young man of about 20 years or something. Okay. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it for you.
All right. So do remember to buy them their favorite food so that they can, thank you properly. Let's talk a bit about your journey through the contest. So how did you find your journey? Was it easy? Was it challenging? Tell us more about your journey through the contest.
Well, because I think because of my second story, you will understand that I have a lot of responsibility looking after my mom. She's diabetic and everything, so I am mainly focused on that. So whatever it was I was doing with the competition, I was half-minded about it because it wasn't something that I didn't think I had potential, so I did not give it my all. So when I went through the second round, I was like, wow, this is the real deal. And the first instance, I didn't watch other people's videos, which was okay because then I wasn't feeling anything. Then when I watched their videos, I was like, oh my gosh. Listening to their interviews, I'm like, oh, I'm just a goofy person who likes to make people laugh. So these people are serious. So what am I going to do? I actually prayed and asked my friends to pray. I mean, should I have been praying about this? But so I found it was a learning curve. The second, that's why I watched both Zoom meetings that we had, because I was like, I'm missing out on something. Let me grab everything they're saying so that I can give it my best. So I think the last one, this one, I did give it my best. I learned a lot. I actually now am open to so many things that I wasn't before. I wasn't even on Instagram. I went on Instagram for this interview. Imagine me at my age trying to think. I'm like, what are they going to click? How am I going to know how good? So I learned.
Oh, it seems like we have lost you there, Nosisa, for a second. So ladies and gentlemen, I am talking to Nosisa, who is one of the top 10 finalists in the Ultimate Storyteller Contest. We're just quickly trying to get her back. And then once we get her back, we'll continue the conversation. So far, she's told me a couple of interesting things. Firstly, I am pleasantly surprised that there was a birth yesterday and they named the child Tandwefika. Can you imagine that? I have a human being that has adopted my name. I am super proud of Sisa for making that choice. Secondly, she told us about our home country and how beautiful Swaziland is and has recommended that we all travel there because it's one of those countries that is just beautiful. So when she comes back, we'll continue the conversation and learn more about Unosisa and her journey in the contest thus far. So give me a second. Let me see if I can gain it back. I'm getting on the call with. Sorry, couldn't get her there. So we are quickly trying to get Nosisa back so she can tell us more about her journey in the contest. So in the meantime, while we wait, I see that we have Current Mama on the line. How are you doing, Current Mama? You can just drop your comments. I will show them on the page. Are you well? Current Mama made it to the semi-finalist round. She's also a fantastic storyteller who was part of the contest, and she made it all the way to the semi-finalists before the top 10 got very aggressive. I look forward to seeing you, Karen Mama, at next year's contest as well, because you are a phenomenal storyteller, and we need to hear more stories from you. If you've ever met Karen Mama, you will know she's vivacious. She's got this energy that just is driving whenever she speaks. She's absolutely awesome. All right, I seem to have permanently lost Nosisa. Can't reach her even on the WhatsApp anymore. So I don't know what to do anymore. So let me tell you a bit about myself then. How about that? So to talk a bit about myself, my name is Tanrifika Chabalala, and I am a storyteller. So for me, one of the most important things in life is ability to tell stories. The reason for this is every life lesson that I didn't learn through doing, I learned from someone else's story. So every life lesson that I didn't learn by doing, I learned it from someone else's story. And when I realized this, I realized just how important stories are, because the things that people tell us resonate with us. And a lot of times when you hear someone's story, you learn from it. Not only do you learn from the story itself, but you also get to learn about where people come from, about about where people come from, about where Nosisa is back. Okay, let me bring her back, and then I'll talk more about myself. It's my pleasure, Karen Mama. I'm still waiting for Nosisa to join us back. You know, these streams are traveling across, oceans. Well, is it ocean between? No, there's no ocean, but they're traveling across borders, and sometimes the bytes get lost along the way. But she is making her way back. Yes, here she comes. I can hear her joining. Nosisa, are you back? And there, I can see you again. Welcome back, Nosisa. Welcome back,
Wow.
Nosisa. Can you hear us clearly again?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
All right. So we were still talking about your journey in the contest, and we had just spoken about you perhaps buying the person who invited you some food just to thank them for inviting you to the contest and forcing you. So I'd like to know about your journey through the contest. But before I get on your journey, let's play a little storytelling game. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember that Nosisa is part of the top 10 finalists of the Ultimate Storyteller Contest, which means she is a very good storyteller. So I'm going to put it through the paces today. I'm going to play a game with you where I give you 3 words. And after giving you these 3 words, I'd like you to think about a story from your life or make up a new one. And in that story, use the 3 words. Right? And your story must be less than 2 minutes. Are you ready for the challenge?
Wow. Okay.
For those of you that are listening at home, remember, drop a comment, tell Nosisa how the story is going. If she's doing a good job, tell her. If you think you can do a better job, enter next year.
Wow.
So here comes the first word. Are you ready for the first word?
Right.
The first word is tree. So the first word is tree. Got it?
Right. Tree.
All right. Second word is curtain. The second word is curtain.
Okay, curtain, tree curtain.
And then the third word is tablecloth. The third word is tablecloth. So the idea of the game is tell us a story that involves all three words: tree, tablecloth, and curtain. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I am.
Go for it.
Should I go for it? So
Yes,
I relieved myself behind a tree using the leaves as a tablecloth. What was the other word?
It's tree, tablecloth, and curtain.
Right. I used the tree as a curtain and I used the leaves as a tablecloth while I relieved myself behind the tree.
All right. Is that what happens in Swaziland?
Oh, we grew up relieving ourselves behind trees. Total fun. You hold on to the tree. Just so you don't.
You remind me.
Leaves.
You remind me of the last time I went camping. Okay. Thank you for that very short story, Nosisa. So can you tell us a bit more about yourself? What do you do from 9 to 5? So when you're not telling stories, what is it that you do? So what's your 9 to 5? What do you do?
Okay, so I'm a teacher. I teach English and I teach basic French and stuff. So I basically teach languages and Siswati to foreigners. Français? Un peu. So
that's the limit of my French.
Well, so what I generally do is I own a preschool. So of course we tell stories as part of our work. And I used to teach high school and primary, but again, I have had to just focus on the preschool. So I have flexible hours to mind mom. And I like arts and crafts. I do a lot of things. I recycle stuff. I make a lot of things using my hands, and I throw away very few things because I make stuff out of stuff. And because I'm a sucker for being different, I like things to look different in my house. I don't even use Samsung photos. Everybody else uses it. So I really thrive to be different. So I think judging by my stories, you can tell that it's not something that people generally would talk about. So from 9 to 5, I can be doing anything and everything. I like walking, I like people, I like talking. Every day is like an adventure, like, wow, what am I going to do today? I like making people happy, as in I will wake up in the morning and decide I'm going to go to Gogo Shongwe's house to sort of bring her something, tell her a story about my day. So I don't have, my days are not the same. They're different every day. That's the exciting part about it. Right now, I'm looking to make shoes out of recycled stuff. So I do things like that. I like making like pots for succulent plants out of pegs and stuff. So I'm very busy. I make my own earrings, and because I don't want to wear what everybody else wears, I use safety pins to make earrings. I use money clips, paper clips. I use all sorts of things. I drill lollipop sticks for earrings.
Wow.
I will do daring things just to be different. I'm a middle child, so I crave attention.
Have you ever thought about selling the items you make? Do you ever sell any of the items, the arts and crafts that you make?
Yes, I do. Like on Saturdays, every month end, we go to Ngwenye class. If you've been there, there's always a craft market going on. So people buy them, they love them. So I do sell stuff, yeah.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking today to Unosisa, who is one of the top 10 finalists in the Ultimate Storyteller Contest. If you have any questions for Unosisa, please drop them in the comments. I will be able to see them, and then we will pass them to Unosisa. Unosisa, tell us a little bit about... Hopefully not. So tell us a bit about your journey in the contest itself. So you enter the contest, you make it to the first round, and now you're preparing all the other rounds. How was the preparation for you? How was the engagement with the other contestants. How have you been experiencing the contest itself in terms of the contest as a platform?
Well, first up, I kind of had the feeling that everybody knew everybody, and I felt like a newbie. So because of that, I was a bit reserved. And also, like I said, my techno skills are not savvy. So I wasn't sure. I happened to doodle on your screen the other time. I don't even know how I got there. So because of those limitations, it was a bit difficult for me to fully engage. But I listened, and I learned a lot from everybody. I think I learn more when I listen than when I talk. So I learned quite a lot. So each time anything was going on, I had my notepad. I was writing down things. I was learning a lot of things. Half the things are not even difficult. It was just me lazy to really stand up and do it, Also, I feel, what am I going to call you guys? You, the people that put together this. I feel this is
Contest
an
manager.
absolutely amazing opportunity. Right now, I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel, something I never thought to do before. So I've actually grown, and I know that I have content that could make people laugh, because that's my thing. Everyone who knows me knows that I like to make people laugh. We all have a hard life. So there's a lot of sad stories and painful stories, So let's laugh. Let's just turn our swords into laughter, adversity into laughter. So this platform has actually, even if I don't win, but I have won, because now I know there's new doorways to this. And I'm amazed that I can actually take part next year if I don't make it this time.
That is awesome.
And I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Get that.
Look at you. You jumped onto Instagram. You have, experienced YouTube a bit, so much so that you want to start a channel. So as much as you are inspired, we are also inspired by you. And we'd like you to remember that as well.
Thank you.
Where does the inspiration of your stories come from? I know you told a story about looking after your diabetic mother, but generally, where do you get the source of your stories? What's the source of your stories?
Like I said before, I'm a middle child, the 6 of us, so nobody paid attention to me. So once I was sick and nobody knew for a whole week, so I had imaginary friends that I talked to, and I read a lot of books. I still read a lot of books. And my mom loves to tell stories. So we come from a culture that does tell stories. So it's who I am. And as a teacher, I teach English language, composition, storytelling. So that's why it's easy for me to make a story out of words that you give me, because that's the homework I give to kids. So I learned to think on my feet. I like to talk. I can talk for Africa. So it's in I just talk. I started teaching when I was 3 years old. I was teaching my mom's age. So there we are.
So I see being a middle child is a good recipe for storytelling. I'm also a middle child. That's probably why I also tell stories. See, there's some fact to your theory there. Well, last question from me. Where to from here? So tell us about your future. If you win the contest, tell us about your future. If you don't win the contest, what's next for you? What's the next challenge after this contest?
Well, part of the dreams that I had growing up, I know it's silly. Once I went for an audition at with SABC1. Well, when I was like 4th person in, I chickened out. So I kind of feel I can write a small drama series or something. I would like a YouTube channel. I'd like this to capture a global appeal. I'd like for the global world to know Africa as it truly is, not what they think it is. So given that platform, it'd be nice to actually do that. If I win, obviously I'm going to take a break from everything you guys are bringing. I'm going to go out for a nice vacation up on the mountain, go mountain climbing, then come down, and hopefully more platforms of this nature will present themselves. I'm hoping I can reach out to a lot of people to be able to grow in the area and technology.
So today was the deadline for the last submission for the final round. Have you made your submission?
Yes, I did. I hope everything went well.
So I'm looking forward to. So I'm looking forward to watching that. For everyone at home, those submissions will be dropped on our channels on Monday. So from Monday, please go on. If you love Nosisa stories, make sure that you engage with the material. Make sure that you share it to your friends, because we count that engagement as part of your vote. So support Nosisa, support the other top 10 finalists, and make sure you join the channel on Monday, and then you can watch all 10 stories, including Nosisa's. Any final words, Nosisa, that you want to leave the audience with?
You'll definitely have a good laugh. It's nothing like the first two.
All right. I'm definitely looking forward to a great laugh.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So today we were joined by Nosisa, one of the top 10 finalists in Africa's Ultimate Storyteller Contest. She has submitted her story, and we look forward to seeing it. Remember, all the stories will be dropping on our channel on Monday, where you can start viewing from there and sharing to your friends. Go ahead, support your champions, and then we will see you on Monday with all the finalist stories. Until then, have yourselves a fantastic time. And as always, here's me trying to figure out how to end the stream. There, I found it. Bye, everyone. Have a great evening.